Section 2 here, we're going to look at metric measurement and conversion. In science, we use the metric system. It's just much easier to go from one thing to the other. And with that, there are these things called prefixes, like kilo, mega, and so forth. So we're going to use a metric system, and we're going to look at conversions between one and another, mostly metric. The MKS units are used in physics because in physics we're dealing with planets. In chemistry you might be using grams, but in physics you might be talking about hundreds of thousands of more kilograms in a object of some sort in a galaxy. So MKS stands for meters, kilograms, seconds. So let's dive in a little bit deeper into metric prefixes. And once again, metric prefixes, they're going to multiply in a times 10 bigger or smaller power. Some of the common ones that you should know are mega, which is 1 million. So this is bigger than a base. When I say base, let's use a base meters, but base could be liters, could be anything. So mega meters would be 1 million meters. Kilometers would be 1,000 meters. Hectometers would be 100 meters. Decameters would be 10 meters. And then we get to meters, which is the base. And now we go lower. So there's 0.1 meters is a decimeter, but 10 decimeters, since we're smaller, now let's consider how many decimeters fit into a meter. 10 decimeters fit into a meter. 100 centimeters fit into a meter, and you might know this from just seeing the meter sticks that we use a lot. 1,000 millimeters, and those are the little tiny hashes on the meter stick, fit into a meter, and 1 million micrometers fit into a meter. So we're going to use this in our conversions. Some other conversions, you're not always going to stay in metric. One we often use is going to be seconds. So there's 60 seconds in a minute, 3,600 seconds in an hour. For length, if we're going from meters to miles, 1609 meters equals 1 mile. 1 kilogram equals 2.20462 pounds. And when we're using these, we can use something like this as a conversion. You'll see conversion lines in a second. 1 hour over 3,600 seconds, that can be used as a conversion. And we can do it both ways. If we want seconds on top, we can do that. Over here, we can use 1 mile equals 1609 meters. And once again, either of these, if we want to use it the other way around, we could use 3,600 seconds over 1 hour. And once again, when we see the conversion line, what we want to convert out of is going to tell us how we're going to use it, which way we're going to set it up. And same thing over here, 1609 meters is 1 mile. And so forth and so forth. So 1 kilogram over 2.02462 pounds. So let's take a look at these conversions. First of all, a basic conversion. Let's change 32 centimeters to meters. So the way I like to do it, and it's a good idea to do because it helps you check your work. Turn it into a question, how many meters equals 32 centimeters? What this side right here is doing is it's going to let me kind of realize when I'm ready to stop. Now this simple one is only going to have one step. Next thing I do is I draw a conversion line. And from there, I determine, okay, I need to go from centimeters to meters. I'm trying to convert out of centimeters, so I'm going to put centimeters down the bottom, and I'm going to put meters up top. And then I determine, okay, which one's bigger, a meter or a centimeter, and that's where that table from earlier comes into play. And a meter is bigger, and how many? 100 centimeters. So at that point in time, I cross out my centimeters, and this is why this first part's useful. Once I have meters, I'm done, except for my calculation. So I'm going to take everything up top, 32 times, so 32 times 1, and I'm going to divide that by everything on the bottom, and then on the bottom is 100, and I get 0.32, and don't forget all that work was to find to have a unit, the new unit, and it's going to be meters, and there is your final answer. So same thing over here, we're going to go ahead and say how many seconds equals 14 minutes. We're going to go ahead and draw the conversion line. And then we're going to convert out of minutes. So we want that on the bottom because those have to cancel out. Seconds on top. Which one's bigger? A minute. How many seconds? 60. And at that point in time, we cancel out minutes and we see that yes, we are ready to do the calculations. And so we have 14 times 60, and you're probably not going to do this because you know math a little bit, divided by 1, which, you know, it's just going to be the same number. And at that point in time, we realize that our answer is going to be 840 seconds. So continuing on with this, how many grams equals 86 kilograms? Convert out of kilograms into grams. Which one's bigger, a kilogram? How many grams? 1,000. Cross out kilograms. We're left with grams. We're good. We're ready to go ahead and do the math. And so 86 times 1,000 divided by 1 equals 86,000. And don't forget, all that work was to find grams. More challenging, but not very, very challenging, is just going, and some of you may jump decimal places, which is fine, but most of us don't really like to teach it that way. Go ahead and we're going to change millimeters. How many millimeters, sorry, kilometers into millimeters. How many millimeters is 56 kilometers? Sometimes my pen does that. So at that point in time, we're going to go kilometers, and we're going to go to the base, meters. Kilometers are bigger, 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Cross out kilometers because we're done with kilometers. Now we're in meters. So if we stopped here, we would be in meters, but we're going to go one step further. We want to convert out of meters into millimeters. And at that point in time, we have 1 meter is 1,000 millimeters. Cross out meters, and apologize for all this mess, but at that point in time, we are now ready to multiply and get our answer. 56 times 1,000 times 1,000 divided by 1 times 1. Once again, you wouldn't do that, but it's good when you're anything on the bottom, you want to put in parentheses so you keep it all together. And here we get 56,000,000 millimeters as our answer. Okay, 29 kilograms to centigrams. Okay, how many centigrams equals 29 kilograms? We're going to go ahead and take kilograms, and we're going to convert that to grams. Kilograms are bigger. 1,000 grams in a kilogram. And then we're going to go ahead and take the next step. And we're going to go ahead and say, okay, we want to convert out of grams, and we want to convert into centigrams. And 1 gram equals 100 centigrams. At that point in time, well, we should have done this earlier. Crossed out of kilograms when we got done with that. Crossed out of grams when we're done with that. And our answer when we do the conversion line is going to be centigrams, in centigrams. So 1,000 times 100 divided by, once again, at times you are going to have numbers other than 1. So just to show you what you would have done is put those numbers down there, and we get 2,900,000 centigrams as our answer. So there's our answer for that. Okay, one more conversion. We're going to go ahead and convert to meters per second from 25 kilometers per minute. So we'll draw it just like, we won't draw it like that, we'll draw it like this, and we're going to start with the top part. We're going to want to get kilometers right here to those meters. So to start off with, we're going to go ahead and convert out of kilometers, put it down the bottom, convert 2 meters, put it up top. A kilometer is bigger. How many meters? 1,000. Cross out kilometers. We are now done with the top part. So, but we're not done completely because we don't have seconds, we have minutes. So now we just have to do the opposite. We'll go ahead and take minutes, put it up top, because we want to cancel out the thing that's down the bottom. And we're going to get to seconds. A minute is bigger. How many seconds? 60 seconds. And at that point in time, we cross out minutes, and guess what? We have meters over seconds, which is what we're trying to find, meters over seconds. So we take 25 times 1,000 times 1. Of course, you wouldn't do that. Divided by, you got a 1 times 60. So really, you would just take 25 times 1,000 divided by 60, and you get your answer, and it should be 416.7 meters per second. So hopefully this helped out.